I think some of you will actually know who this man is. And we have a wee toy today. Hugh, what have we got today?
Brand new 6M125 demo from Goldplough Farms, you know.
But you've been itching to try one of these for a while now.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's nice to get her out.
It is very nice. We've been wanting to change something in the yard for a few tractors sitting at 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
And we're just exploring options on this machine. When they brought them in February or March to the open night at Mirrors, it was the one that stood out to myself and my dad.
But you have talked about this for a couple of months now, and
yeah.
you knew yourself you're going to have to wait for one to get the right one.
Yeah, it was first a matter of availability, and then what sort of spec they were going to bring them in at for to try. And this was sort of when she became available and was available for demo, we were definitely keen to try her out and see what she can do for us.
But the thing I really like about her, I know she's set up for loader racks, but she's a snippy nose. She looks really cool. What's the visibility like then when you're in the cab?
Well, compared to the wee 6.3 over behind us here, which would be what should be generally replacing, you do notice a brave difference.
But as you said, even when you park the two side by side, roughly the same size, same height.
There's a wee bit of height difference, which might add a wee bit of difference to the visibility. But like, you do notice that they're missing off the top of the bonnet.
Wow. Wow. And then you've had her on the Power Harrow, you've had her on the...
She's been Power Harrow and she was tedding yesterday morning.
Tedding, that's what you had her on.
And then this afternoon we're going to try and get her in the wrapper for an hour or two.
So basically, so she's going to play, obviously, well, you're bringing her on here now too, she's going to be the backup to the 145R, which has been an absolute success for you and your farm.
Oh, a great tractor. It's been probably the best thing we've bought the last 10 years in my opinion, after robots.
After the robot, that says a lot for you because you're a tractor man, not a cow man.
It's because I don't.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like, you've got her Power Harrow now. What's you like in the Power Harrow? Say what? She's 125 horsepower.
125 horse plus. I think it's 10 horse boost. So
10 horse boost.
135 horse.
Yeah.
When you hit a tight spot, she knows it's there, but there's power to go on.
But then again, you were sitting saying to me, there's only what 17 hours on her when you got her.
Yeah.
So she's not even broke in yet. But
this is probably doing her as much good as anything. To get her
broke in a bit. Yes. Because I say a tedder's not going to be a big strain on her, but that's obviously different.
That there's probably the heaviest job, if we did buy one, the heaviest job should be doing.
Yeah.
Is your Power Harrow and your bit of rotivating.
Yeah. But she's a nice wee bit of kit now. It's nice to actually see her in the flesh. But there couldn't be too many of these about in the country at the moment.
I don't know how many there are.
I have not seen one, especially not the slopey nose yet. I think that's the first time I've seen the slope nose.
Well, I think there's one or two have been sold behind the scenes, but in terms of being out and about, they're still
a new thing.
A new thing in the facelift M.
Yeah.
There's a few slopey nose 120 M's about.
Yeah, I've not seen the 125.
125, and I think for that size of tractor, that's going to be the one that sells best.
Yeah. But like, even just sort of looking there, and as you sit and say, like the difference in the bonnet height, I'm just looking over there at your 6.3 sitting over there now in the shed, and you're looking at her, you can kind of see it. And then I suppose the big thing is this is a modern version of your 6.3.
Yeah.
But suspension.
It's a 6.3. Unfortunately, it's emissions, but it's suspension and a wee bit more technology. The only thing personally I would like to add to that would have been steering, but that's because I'm used to it with my big tractor.
You've got it, the big tractor. Yeah. So yeah, potentially if you ever did go for one of these, it
would be this plus a little bit extra spec.
And then obviously we'll have to get the dome, the screen, front linkage.
Yeah,
but that's your spec for your farm for your situation.
For what we're doing, front linkage is there for flexibility, and then dome for if she does do. Yes, man.
Okay.